This is 1360 AM. WNJC, Washington Township, Philadelphia. Philadelphia's Renaissance radio station. Brought to you from Forsyth Broadcasting. Or listen to us at WNJCradio.com.
Okay, everyone, it's time to put on your listening ears, thinking caps, and laughing shoes. It's time for the Doc and Amy Show with your sweethearts of the airwaves who agree to disagree, well, sometimes.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC. It just starts in black and white.
Take it away, Doc and Amy.
Do you feel blame?
No.
Feel rich?
Oh, yeah.
Are you mad? Do you feel like Woods Bob Referendus?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're sitting here making rude gestures at each other and welcoming you to the Doc and Amy Show. It's Sunday again at 5 o'clock. Welcome, everyone, to WNJC 1360.
WNJC.
Can I get through one intro? Do you mind? Good God.
Okay. I'll let you.
I was going to do it like Wolfman Jack, but that's another show. Anyway, you can contact us, 856-227-1360. That's 1360 if you just type it out one number at a time, like I do. You can join us on Twitter. You can tweet us at Doc and Amy Show. You can email us, docandamy@gmail.com. And you can join us on our website for all kinds of fun and games, and that is thedocandamyshow.com. Don't forget that www up front. And, just whatever. Stop by and say hello. Anyway, we are all here. Hello, Amy.
Hi.
You always have so much to add at this point.
Well, you don't let me talk. You get all upset, so I'm trying to be quiet.
Well, so much for that. Hello, John.
How's it going?
Very well. Nice to see you again.
You guys too?
And when's your next trip to Florida? We usually we come in here and you're like gone.
Not for a while since it's summer, so
on a secret mission to Florida.
I don't think it's that secret.
Well, not afterwards. No, we get all the details. It's
what details?
Nothing really. So welcome everyone. And this is let's see. Last week was not a holiday, but the weekend before was Mother's Day, correct?
No, last weekend was Mother's Day.
Was it last weekend?
Yes.
Last Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, last Sunday was Mother's Day.
Okay. Well, I really don't have a grasp on reality.
I got an awesome little bit late Mother's Day gift from the little one.
Which, I was instrumental in that. But, yes, and what was that?
It was a shirt that says, be calm. Like they used to say in World War II.
Yeah, with the crown on it.
With the crown. And it says, be calm and listen to the Doc and Amy Show.
No, it says, be calm and love the Doc and Amy.
love the Doc and Amy Show.
Yes, he's 11. So that was
very sweet.
It had her name on the back. And it was
I love it.
Very, very cool.
It's really cool.
Today being the 18th, we want to let you know, this is one of those rare days that, there are some obscure holidays being observed. Now, we want to let you know that in May, this would be like the third week of May, and National Bike Week and National Police Week are this week.
National Police Week?
National Police Week.
Okay. Well, let's hope that every week is National Police Week.
And if you're riding a bike, be aware that it's National Police Week. They're definitely
Alec Baldwin.
working overtime. Yes, don't ride the wrong way down the bike lane. Why did it take 5 cops to bring him down? I
don't understand why they made
He's an old guy. Why does it take 5 cops?
Well, what does it matter? Like, don't they have something better to do than to bust his chops about riding the wrong way down the bike lane?
Aren't we consistently asking that question, don't the police? And
no offense. Yes, he was breaking the law, but it's New York City. Weren't there better things for them to be doing?
And he's Alec Baldwin. They got to know that he can buy his way out of a bike infraction. So
he doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut, though. It's crazy.
Well, get in line, Alec. Anyway, let's go to today, and today is the 18th. So we are celebrating today International Museum Day. That is a big snore.
I love museums.
Yeah, whatever. No Dirty Dishes Day.
Oh, there you go. See, celebrate that when we get home.
Too late. And
I know I did them all.
Visit your relatives' day, and we're not doing that. We're not celebrating. No. I think that was a holiday probably initiated by relatives who never saw anyone in their family. We're not going to celebrate that because my relatives in particular ain't going to happen.
No.
So those are our three distinct holidays for today. This month, of course, we want to remind you that there are holidays that you can observe. It's Date Your Mate Month, Foster Care Month, National Barbecue Month, which should be starting like anytime. Of course, National Bike Month. They have a Bike Month and a Bike Week. Somebody was working overtime on that one. Blood Pressure Month, National Hamburger Month, National Photograph Month.
It's Blood Pressure Month.
I'm not done.
And Hamburger Month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they didn't say which way the blood pressure.
Yeah, really. Raise your blood pressure month.
Celebrating National
And
High
visit
Blood
your
Pressure
relative month.
Yes, which is going to raise your blood pressure no matter what. So, and a National Recommitment Month, which I was committed once. No, I think it's just putting you back in.
Oh, okay, in the commitment.
You're reinstitutionalized.
Okay, that's delightful.
National Salad Month and Older Americans Month.
There you go. There's one for you.
Put your teeth in and bite me. Okay. Anyway, so we always like to get that out of the way and let you know that there are things to be celebrated along with, the festivities of the Doc and Amy Show. We have a piñata in here and the Doc and Amy festive tree and the Festivus pole and all kinds of things. But
the pole?
The Festivus pole, yes.
I didn't see no pole. Don't be dancing on it now.
Hang on a second. No. You're not familiar with the Seinfeld show and the Festivus for the rest of us?
I watched it for about 20 minutes one time, and that was enough for me. I'm not a big Seinfeld fan.
Oh, boy.
Not my thing.
You just have a whole lot of...
I could try it again. I mean, I would be willing to...
Don't bother.
But
no, they were paid way too much money for...
It was like that in Friends. I watched it. Friends was annoying.
That was like...
I didn't like it at all.
That was like... watching, a bunch of nursing home residents talk about everything different at the same time. That was
I could see the jokes coming a mile away, and it makes it boring.
Speaking of that, I remember my sister one time showed up with these candles and potpourris and things like that. And I'm like, what's all this? And she says, and it was like all kinds of aromatics. And she says, well, I thought Mom would really like to be surrounded by some, natural fragrances. I said, she's in a nursing home. Too late. Anyway.
Oh, my gosh. That's lovely.
Yeah. Well,
was that a true story?
That's a true story, yes.
I never know with you.
That's the magic of what I do.
You'll go to tell me a story, and you'll be like, I'll be like, oh, really? That's really cool. And you'll say, oh, well, I told you that story before. Well, I thought it was a joke. So I didn't, absorb all the details.
Here's the key, sweetheart. If you listen every time...
No, but when you think it's a joke, it kind of goes out of your mind.
John, she just doesn't listen. That's what I'm steady with.
Please.
I'm trying to tell a story. I'm trying to, impart, some wisdom, some common sense, some personal
You're
history,
trying.
all kinds of things. I'm just not talking to hear myself talk, and it goes right over everybody's head. Nobody listens to a word I say.
I listen to the words you say. I do.
Listen to this.
Nah.
Okay. Anyway, you can give us some words and impart some wisdom, and we will. I'm listening at 856-227-1360. Be happy to talk to you. Now, today we have news stories, quizzes, all kinds of things. Okay, someone's on the phone right now. How about that?
There we go.
Yeah, it's probably Helen from Scotland. Another wrong number. Are you kidding me?
Just hung up immediately.
They were a little overwhelmed. They felt intimidated.
Our fans just don't know what to say.
They were intimidated by us.
Yes,
we're very intimidating.
We're massive. Anyway, next time, John, just put them on the air. Just
don't even answer
before they even say anything. Just put them on the air.
Put them right in.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. I mean, it's their problem. They called us. They have to take it. Anyway. Now, we have an ongoing segment that I dearly love. This is Two People, One Quote. And for those of you who may not be familiar with this, Amy offers a quote and as currently it's has been going. The category as it's. Are you yawning?
No.
Jeez, thank you, darling, for your commitment. What it
I was
is,
stretching my mouth.
like you need to do. Okay.
Anyway, the quotes.
I said something about Howard Stern earlier, and we could just lapse into that at any moment. No, Amy offers a quote, and currently it is from Late Night Hosts. And John, after hearing that quote, Amy will give him to potential authors for that quote, one of them being the correct one. He has to guess which one it is. And, let's see, John, last week,
Won again.
you pulled it out. Yeah.
2 in a row.
So, 2 in a row. So, Amy, it was like Amy was up 4, and then John went bam, bam, and he.
I was up 5. John went bam, bam. Now I'm up 3, I think.
Okay, so, with that,
Not that I'm
colorful
counting.
reference to the Flintstones, okay, John has to make one more, and it's tied for the 6-game series. We go back to, whatever arbitrary point. Amy has the quotes to give to John. He's defending a 2-game winning streak. So let's everybody poll for John, and let's see how this comes out this week.
Okay, here we go. First quote. Yesterday, Chris Christie said he thinks it would be fun to run against Jeb Bush for the Republican presidential nomination. Well, Jeb Bush said it would be fun just to watch Chris Christie run. Was it Jimmy Fallon or Conan O'Brien?
I'm going to say Jimmy Fallon.
It was.
All right, John is
All
on the
right.
board. Way to go, buddy.
Thank you.
He's
Way
been
to go,
staying up
buddy.
now. He's been staying up. I
Yes.
know he's been.
Yeah,
he's-
okay, I'm
he's-
sure.
Yeah, okay, so
Okay.
Let's see how this works out.
Okay. A new Michael Jackson album was released this week, and it contains a track titled, Do You Know Where Your Children Are? Even worse, the next song is called, Can You Give Me Directions?
Put him on the air, John.
Yeah.
Hello, this is the Doc and Amy Show. You're on the air.
I'd like to speak with John.
John is in the middle of a quiz right now. Go ahead, John. See what you can do.
Get her off the air, the poor lady.
See, it just never works out.
See, nobody, it's our show, and they didn't even want to talk to us. They wanted to talk to John.
Well, por favor. All right. Now, this would repeat your question.
This was a quote. A new Michael Jackson album was released this week, and it contains a track titled, Do You Know Where Your Children Are? Even worse, the next song is called, Can You Give Me Directions?
Yes. Okay. All right.
So was that Conan O'Brien or Seth Meyers?
I'm going to say Seth Meyers.
It was.
Ooh, John's up 2-1. He has been studying.
People are calling for him. I mean,
Dude,
this is just-
he's got his girlfriend on the phone. Hello, he's done that. Anyway,
stop.
so John's up 2-0, Amy.
Yep.
He's whooping up on you. Let's keep it going. We
All
do
right.
5. So
now let me just set so John understands what this quote's talking about. It's about the cat who came to its owner, like a little boy's
Yeah, I saw
rescue.
the video.
You saw that? Okay. That video is amazing. It shows a cat actually caring about a human. That is like a Kardashian caring about privacy. It's like Vladimir Putin caring about the sovereignty of Ukraine. It's like Oprah caring about clipping coupons. It's like the Lakers caring about winning. And it's like the Duck Dynasty guys caring about Broadway musicals.
Okay.
Was it Jimmy Fallon or Craig Ferguson?
I'm going to say Craig Ferguson.
It was. That's it.
Holy cow. Okay, John he's got 3 in a row on you. We always do 5. Amy's got a chance to get on the board, but this is 3 in a row for John. Oh, my gosh.
There we go. Okay. Yesterday, Alec Baldwin got busted for riding his bike the wrong way in a bike lane and then arguing about it with the cops. He was charged with 2 counts of being Alec Baldwin. Was it David Letterman or Jimmy Fallon?
I'm going to say David Letterman.
It was Jimmy Fallon.
Oh,
Of course
okay.
he was
Amy's on the
that one.
board.
Okay, next one. Researchers now say that drinking a lot of red wine is not healthy for you. What's next? Crack? Craig Ferguson or David Letterman?
David Letterman.
It was.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen,
that's it.
John, 4-1. That was our ending last week, or the week.
I think
before.
you're right.
Yeah, 4-1.
Amy
So-
wanted me to win a few weeks ago. I think she's getting sick of it
Yeah, now I kind of.
Well, this is in the last 6 games. This makes it a tie. It's 3 up, so that's pretty exciting.
Where do you randomly pull only the last 6 games? Is that how we do that here?
Because given the
Now
last
I'm going to
6
defend my wins.
well, you should, but you should win one to make it, untied here.
Oh,
Of the last 6 games, I'm using some kind of federal standard here. Whatever. I'm using some kind of, arbitrary standard. Out of the last 6 games, you're even. So that means that next week's show will be the tiebreaker, which is, to me, as exciting as it gets.
wow. Okay, whatever excites you.
Remember you said that. So, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
boy, and it's being recorded.
and I'll manipulate it as I can. So that was 2 people, 1 quote. Thank you, John. Nicely played.
Thank you.
Oh, you know what?
3 in a row.
Yeah, I see you're getting better at this.
Yeah.
All the humanity and all the fans screaming around it.
I have no idea what she's doing
It
over
said,
there.
"Oh, the humanity."
Was
You
that
were
the
talking about that
Hindenburg?
before you walked out.
Was
Yeah.
that the Hindenburg crash?
Yeah.
Why was there applause?
I think it was the fire.
Oh, it just sounded like applause. It's like, okay, crash
Fire
another one. Yeah.
crackling, applause.
That was
Very
pretty damn
similar.
good. Let's see something else. Let's see the Titanic go down. Okay.
That's great.
Well, it just sounded like applause to me. I'm sorry. It's,
No, it was the fire burning because the reporter was like right there when it was happening.
Yes, and that was that was in New Jersey. What was the town?
I can't remember.
Yeah, well, whatever.
That's gonna drive me
I'm
nuts.
sure she's going to look it up. She's going to Google this.
I have to. That drives me crazy. Doesn't that drive you nuts when you can't remember?
Not really. I wasn't on board, so I really don't. It was way before I was born, John. And I don't. Anyway, it was in not Audubon.
Lakehurst.
Lakehurst, yes.
Yeah.
Lakehurst, New Jersey. The Hindenburg has gone to. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. The Hindenburg just went down in Lakehurst, New Jersey, and Charles Lindbergh just landed in Paris. Okay, so that was very good. I love the 2 people, 1 quote. Now there are some things that have been in the news this week. We have been getting some on again, off again activity in the news. It's like some weeks you have a lot of stuff happening,
Yeah.
and other weeks it's like nothing. It's like crickets, and it's
Well, the
yeah.
Sterling thing has kind of tapered down.
That's
in the last week.
That's
and
not
that's
even
been,
news.
I know, but there has been nothing else going on,
I
so
know.
they make it news.
The news industry is so hard up for anything to report, even though
But
we
there's
have
lots of good things to report that would educate people about things the government's doing that they shouldn't be doing, but you don't see that in the mainstream news. And they choose not to report that.
right because they're liberal scumbags. But
You're so sweet.
I know. But here's something. Now, I have said before, not with any amount of pride, mind you, that I'm from Indiana. And I've always said that Indiana is a good place to be from. Not a good place to be, but to be from, yes. And we all know about the Indianapolis 500. This month, they're going to, as always in May, they run the Indianapolis 500. Do you do anything on your sports show, John, about the Indianapolis 500?
Not usually.
It's not really a sport, in my
No.
opinion. Do you think it's a sport?
I think it's a sport.
It's not a guy. It's driving.
Yeah. I heard that when they drive, those guys lose 10, 15, 20 pounds per race.
Yeah, because they crap their pants. You're doing 200 miles an hour.
Lose an arm, a foot.
Yeah, I can't get into it personally. I'm not a big fan.
The body structure outside these machines that they're driving around at 220 miles an hour, it ends with glass. It's fiberglass. You're driving something 220 miles an hour in a concrete tube, and it's glass. Okay, of course they're going to do excrete in their uniforms.
Excrete.
No, I never. And I'm from Indiana, and very close to the Speedway is where I grew up, and it's just pandemonium all month long in May. Idiots take over central Indiana.
I'm sure.
It's really stupid. However, ever since Ray Haroon won the initial race in 1911, they've been doing this, except for, I believe, during the war years.
Yeah.
And Mario Andretti is and I'm sure you've all probably heard of Mario Andretti. He's a fixture in racing, especially at Indy. And this month, he took a 102-year-old woman on a ride around the Indianapolis 500 track at 180 miles an hour.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. And, of course, she lost a little weight, but her name was Edith Pittenger of Muncie. I'm not sure I don't know this woman. I grew up in this area. She was in a two-seat Indy car with Mario Andretti, and he told her that 180 miles an hour was the maximum, and she wanted him to push it to 200, but he wouldn't do it.
Really?
Yeah, she's 200.
That's really cool.
Yeah, she's 200 years old. She's 102 years old. She's
5,692 years old.
He put a mummy in the seat next to her. And here's what the article says. Dozens of family members joined Pittenger at the Speedway for what was her second trip around the track. In 2008, she rode with Ari Luyendyk as she marked her 100th birthday. And she in 2008 she rode with Ari Luyendyk, and then she marked her 100th birthday by going parasailing.
Good for her.
Yeah, this is one feisty broad, I'm telling you. And she ended her latest Speedway laps with a drink of milk, that's the traditional ending of if the guy that wins the Indy 500 gets this big thing of milk, and it's not champagne, it's milk.
Really?
Yeah, because
because of all the dairy.
Yeah, Indiana's full of cows.
I liked Indiana when I drove through it. I don't know. I like the Midwest.
As long as you keep moving, you can enjoy it. Yes.
I don't know. It just seems more open than New Jersey, and the people are friendlier. I liked it.
Yeah.
I like Ohio. That's my favorite. I think Ohio was great. It's a nice mix of not so redneck, but a little bit more laid back than New Jersey.
Well, I prefer Indiana to Ohio, but I have reasons. The thing about it was that, there are people in their 70s and 80s who are bedridden. They can't get around, hardly do anything. And this lady is driving around in Indy cars, parasailing. She's 102 years old.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Well, maybe in a couple years we can hook you up and have you ride in the car.
Hook me up with Pittenger? This 102-year-old lady?
No, the Mario Andretti.
I'm not. No, you're not hooking me up with Mario Andretti. No, I have my standards.
Nah. Talking about for a ride.
What she had to complain about was that he didn't slow down around the corners. That surprised her, but he wouldn't open it up to 200 miles an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. She deserves it. She should get something like that.
And even at 180, the Marlboro didn't blow out of her lips. So this is an Indiana.
Very cool.
Yeah, so, there is no age limit on the things that you can enjoy. I mean, I have proven that myself, I think, because I'm so old. Yeah, as Amy would tell you. So, the other story that I thought was pretty cool. John, how many people have been on the moon?
On the moon?
On the moon.
2 or 3, right? What's the exact number? I don't know.
Okay, let me help you out here. There was Apollo 11, and it went to Apollo 17, and Apollo 13 didn't make it because the side blew out of the can.
Yeah.
So you're looking at probably, a dozen people on the moon. There were 2 guys in the lunar module every time, and my uncle was part of the Apollo program. I'm thinking a dozen people on the moon, max.
Okay.
Okay. So there is a beverage company that is going to put some sports drink on the lunar surface. The company, it's a Japanese company, and the name of the drink, drum roll, is called Pocari Sweat.
What?
It's supposed to replenish your electrolytes that you lose while you're competing in whatever, or riding with Mario Andretti or whatever. Of course, you're losing more than
sweat.
What
does Pocari mean?
That's some kind of Japanese thing meaning
sweat?
Scrotum. I don't know. It's a can of scrotum sweat.
Give me some of that. Oh, yeah.
It made my Motakari Shweddy. Anyway, my point being is that they're going to throw this can of crap on the moon as a marketing.
Who is going to do that?
Picari Sweat.
How are they going to get it up there?
They're going to get, I don't know,
Slingshot?
I don't know. They're going to get some NFL player to give it a big toss.
No, I'm serious. Do you know how they're going to
Yeah, they're going to do it with a rocket. They're going to put it on let's see. I have
That's
to go through
crazy.
A Falcon 9 rocket, okay, and the firm Astrobotic Technology, a company that specializes in, ironically, the cleaning up of space trash, is going to drop it on the moon. Now, my point about this was the trash that's on the moon. Now, John, how many people have been on the moon?
A dozen at most.
Thank you very much. And here is what's on the moon from those visits. Now, we talk about recycling our garbage and things like that, and you know, the devastation that 6+ billion people put on the planet. 12 people have been on the moon. Here's what's up there. There are 70 spacecraft, rovers, modules, crashed orbiters, things like that. 12 pairs of boots, 2 golf balls, an assortment of empty packages of space food, TV cameras, various hammers, tongs, rakes, and shovels, backpacks, insulating blankets, utility towels, used wet wipes, discarded personal hygiene kits, 96 bags of urine, feces, and vomit of departed astronauts. Okay?
And a bottle of Jack.
And that's right. And nearly 400,000 pounds of stuff is on the surface of the moon. Divide that by 12 people and you get a lot.
A lot.
Yes. So Buzz
That's
Aldrin and Neil
ridiculous.
Armstrong, the first 2 guys on the moon, alone left more than 100 items in the Sea of Tranquility, including a plaque noting that we came in peace for all mankind, but we're dumping our trash. Okay? So, amongst all that stuff, they're leaving a can of Japanese sweat.
That sounds delightful.
So, if you want to leave something on the moon, I think the market's wide open. You can probably dump your crap on the moon for a fee.
Wow.
Picari Sweat's presence on the lunar surface won't be so much about the lunar ion supply, which is what the drink replenishes. It's about dreams. Because exploration is thirsty work, and with so much about our tentative steps into space, the drink on the brink, Otsuka says, is meant to inspire young astronauts. Yes, young astronauts. Doesn't matter how much trash you have, leave it wherever you're going.
Marketing crap. How would putting a can of Powerade or whatever it is, electrolyte drink, on the moon inspire someone? That's ridiculous. An old lady, 102-year-old lady, driving around an Indy track at that age is inspiring. That's pretty cool.
Maybe we could send her to the moon.
Maybe.
Yeah. At 200 miles an hour, you know, as if that's her.
And they
right,
sweat a lot, so they could just, take their sweat up there.
And, crap in their driving suits.
Yummy.
So that's amazing to me that 12 people left 400,000 pounds of crap on the moon.
It's almost as much crap as I take on vacation.
No kidding. Almost. And we don't even go close to the moon.
No.
We go to Indiana. So anyway, you talked about the cat that chased off the dog.
Yeah.
Okay. And the cow that jumped over the moon and things like that. The cat that chased off the attacking dog has been invited to throw out the first pitch at a minor league baseball game, the Bakersfield Blaze game.
Seriously?
Yes. Now, cats don't have opposable thumbs. The baseballs are about this size. Okay. And how's a cat going to do that?
And don't you think the cat would freak out if you took it to the baseball game?
I would freak out if you took me to a baseball game. I don't know. It's,
Especially
Does it ever end? Wait a minute.
Tara is the cat's name. Okay. They're going to try to find a way for this, or maybe already have, for this cat to throw out the first pitch. Now, the dog that attacked this little kid, who's described as an 8-month-old Labrador Chow mix, is scheduled to be euthanized 4 days after the game, which, should put it right in line with the Houston Astros.
That
are
is-
like
that
last
is-
in last place of everything.
That's odd. Labs are really nice dogs. Chows are not. So that.
Well, apparently they don't
Very
mix very well. It's
yippy.
like oil and water, I guess.
Yeah, I remember this story. Probably about a month ago, where this pit bull attacked a child, and there was a petition online because they were going to euthanize the pit bull, and there was a petition that 800,000 people or 80,000 people signed so that the pit bull would not be euthanized. And the mother finally came out last week and was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, my son is going to be in the hospital for months getting reconstructive surgery. His life's never going to be the same. And you're fighting to keep this animal alive who attacked him. If a human did that, nobody would fight for the human. So what's the difference? I love you too.
Oh.
So what's the difference? Like, and that's a really good point. If a human attacked the child, nobody would fight to keep the human alive. This animal's obviously a danger. People and other animals, if it's going to be aggressive towards a child, it gets crazy. Animals are. I love animals and everything, but they're animals.
Let me play devil's advocate here. Maybe it was
Okay.
a tricycle that freaked the dog out. The kid was on a tricycle. It could be.
Now, I know you're being smart, but actually,
No, I mean stupid.
no, actually, when I used to take my niece to pick the kids up from school, I had my niece with me, and the dog, her dog who they had, and this other lady's son would always ride his tricycle to school, and the dog would freak out, and we thought that the dog did not, like, he wouldn't go to attack him, but he would just bark, and the dog really never barked, and we thought the dog just for some reason didn't like her son. He was like 2 or 3 years old. It was weird. One day, the kid didn't ride the tricycle to school, and the dog had no problem with the child. It was the noise that the tricycle was making.
It's the prime number of wheels.
Okay. Dogs don't like prime
It's a mathematical
numbers.
process going
Okay.
through the dog's
Yeah.
head. They don't like the 3 wheels.
Yeah,
If it
okay.
had been on a
Sure.
regular bicycle or something with 6 wheels, something like that.
A 6-wheeled bicycle. That's what
Or a
they
bicycle
prefer.
with training wheels, which is 4 wheels, probably no problem.
You're right.
I think it's the odd
dogs
number
don't
of
like
wheels.
prime numbers.
I really
You
think
might
it
be
messes
right
up the
about
math
that.
in their head. I really
That's
do.
why they don't like cats, because they have 5 appendages.
Because
4
they
legs
have
and a tail.
because they have 6/10 of a brain.
Oh, please.
That's why. Anyway, I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know. Anyway, we'd like to pause at this point in the show to acknowledge those folks that make the show possible. We would like you to bear with us for a little bit for this the second half of our gregarious insanity. But do stay tuned. Listen to what these folks have to say and join us again. We will be right back. Hey, if you'd like to be a guest on the Doc and Amy Show and exhibit your talent, let us know about it at www.thedocandamyshow.com, right there on the World Wide Web. That's thedocandamyshow.com. If you're an up-and-coming performer, if you have some kind of talent you'd like to showcase on our program, we'd love to have you. Just let us know. www.thedocandamyshow.com. You could be our next star.
Hey everybody, we want to let you in on a little secret of ours. CPS Computers. They have new computers and equipment for you at great prices. And they do free diagnostics. And they can fix your broken machine for you. And get this, they can also do screen repair. And now, hard drive recovery. Remember, diagnostics are free. And if you have a computer-related need, they can help you out. They have 2 locations, one in Woodbury Heights at 722 Mantua Pike between the Subway and the Dollar Tree. The phone number for that location is 856-251-1005. And they have another location in Cinnaminson in the Sherwin-Williams Plaza at 1204 Route 130 North. The phone number for that location in Cinnaminson is 856-829-3289. For a limited time, just mention the Doc and Amy Show for a 10% discount and look for information and coupons on our website, thedocandamyshow.com. Remember, CPS Computers for everything you need for your computer.
At Steel Shield Consulting, we're aware that these troubled economic times lead to, well, trouble. We stand ready to provide the security solutions and peace of mind that people desire at a minute fraction of the cost of national firms with multi-year contracts. Companies that offer cookie-cutter, bare-bones packages that leave vulnerabilities in place. Since the idea is total protection, shouldn't you be offered total solutions? At Steel Shield Consulting, we strive to construct an impenetrable barrier of protection custom designed to cover all the bases. The time is now. The need is urgent and money is tight. We address this with Steel Shield's triple play, promptly addressing critical home security needs while working within budgets. Save yourself thousands without sacrificing protections. Remote alarm notification, two-way emergency voice communication, and all the important features you want and need can be had for thousands less than the other guys. Call Steel Shield today and give yourself the peace and security you need at 856-571-3939. That's 856-571-3939. Steel Shield Consulting. Okay, we're back. All kinds of shenanigans going on while we're gone, but I think we have recovered. There are all kinds of things that we discuss in the news from time to time. Now, Amy probably has a story here. I want to get to mine right away, but go ahead.
Okay.
What kind of things are you pulling out of the ether?
Scientists, I always like to do the science stories, and scientists have announced that they've discovered the weirdest object in the universe.
Okay.
It's
and he was in North Korea sitting next to Kim Jong-un.
It's 100 times hotter than the sun, as long as Manhattan, 400 trillion times as dense as water, and will pull 100 trillion times stronger than the Earth's magnetic field. Meet Solange Knowles, also known as the one who dared to fight Jay-Z.
And you can find it in elevators.
Everywhere near you. No, they actually did find the weirdest object in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And it's some kind of cosmos neutron star mass.
Well, it would have to be a neutron star because that's the densest.
Wasn't there a song about that?
A neutrino mass is...
Oh, that was Doing the Neutron Dance by the Pointer Sisters.
Yeah,
remember
or
that
Walk
song?
Like an Egyptian or whatever.
Doing the Neutron Dance.
Just don't do the Destiny's Child crap anymore. I've had enough of that today.
What Destiny? Oh, put
Shut
a ring
up.
on
God. That's going to be burning itself into my psyche for the next week.
Oh, gosh. Okay, and we have another one.
So they found a neutron
star.
A neutron star. A neutrino mass, as I understand it, is basically the densest. Go on.
No,
John,
I'm actually interested in that stuff. I'm just kidding.
Just bite me.
No, I am. I love science-y stuff, but I didn't read the rest of the article because I just thought Solange Knowles fighting in elevators with Jay-Z. I mean, how dare you fight with Jay-Z?
I have to ask, how is that the first thing that comes into your mind when you read of a scientific discovery? Some goofball attacking her brother-in-law.
If there hadn't been that issue last week, I would have thought Kanye. Because we all know that he's just
Kenny
center
West,
of the universe.
My buddy Kenny West,
insane.
Whatever. I'm glad that you don't teach elementary science because it would just turn into some kind of MTV fest.
Well, Solange just sounds like a stellar name anyway, doesn't it? The Solange Galaxy.
No,
it does.
It sounds like some kind of furniture.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
The Solange Lounger.
Actually met a woman in Indianapolis when I lived there, and her name was Solange. She was the weirdest woman I ever met in my life. Like 7 feet tall and just weird.
I never heard that name.
Yeah? She was something. She had all kinds of makeup on that was probably made her face bulletproof and lips that looked like a stack of livers. Basically, it was terrible.
God,
yes. Yeah. And
okay.
Yeah, it was
That's delightful.
Yeah, she is creepy.
All right, we have another one.
Okay.
This is out of Florence, Arizona. A Republican businessman running for Arizona's 1st congressional district says that most mass shootings in the U.S. are committed by Democrats. A Democrat businessman running for Arizona's 2nd congressional district states that most mass shootings are committed by guns provided by gun shop owners owned by Republicans. Meanwhile, the Tea Party blamed unwed mothers and gay men and orphans for an increase in gas prices. So we have blame flying around everywhere. That is partially a true story. This Republican businessman said that most mass shootings in the U.S. are committed by Democrats. He actually said that, and I made it
if you look at the,
he's probably right.
He is right. If you look at the Navy Yard shooting and the school shootings and all, he's right. I've seen that.
And these are the people who don't believe you should, gun in general, that gun use ownership should be restricted.
Mm-hmm.
So
because their own people are wacko.
Yeah.
John, anything to add there?
And I am probably right when I say that most of those guns were probably sold to the Democrats by
Democrats.
By gun shops whose owners are Republicans. I'm probably right on that, because most likely somebody who owns a gun shop will be pro-gun rights.
Those people weren't sold guns, if you really...
Some of them were, actually. They got the guns legally, or the people they stole them from got them legally.
Well, that's once removed. You can't use that part in the statistics.
Well, I'm trying to preach anything about gun ownership. I just thought that was funny that he said that. What's the point? I guess he's trying to make a point. I don't know what his point is.
Unlike this show, which we never make a point. Okay, yeah. I don't even know where to go from
And then I have one more, if I may.
You might as well.
Okay. I read this story about some awful film adaptations of great books.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we have Alice in Wonderland, the one with Johnny Depp, which was, he completely freaks me out. And when they made Willy Wonka...
Yeah.
They should have had Congress pass a law that you cannot remake Willy Wonka. Have you seen the original Willy Wonka, John?
Yes, I have.
How awesome is that movie?
It is. It's great.
Love that movie.
In the remake, Johnny Depp was Bette Midler.
I never saw the remake.
Basically.
Gene Wilder was... I almost said Gene Hackman.
He would have been great in that.
He would have been horrible. Gene Wilder somehow managed to make
Wayne.
Willy Wonka seem a little quirky, but not like a child molester.
Scary, pedophilic.
Yeah,
Johnny Depp
was phenomenal in that role, and I watched. I was so upset when they were remaking that, and I watched it with Johnny Depp. Absolutely horrific.
He is probably the first mainstream transgender stereotypic.
Oh my God, it was horrible. It was.
You look at him as Captain Jack Sparrow, and he is like
Michael Jackson.
It looks like he should break into a show tune at any time. The guy, he just needs a big shot of testosterone.
Come swim in my chocolate stream, children. Like, it was just.
Excuse me.
Anyway, I don't know.
Okay, we're off the air. Testing 1, 2. Oh God.
Anyway, so the first one was Alice in Wonderland. We digress. The Scarlet Letter. Okay. Breakfast at Tiffany's, which was a little controversial to put on this list. And the next one was Grant Kerr's How to Cook Everything book.
I used to watch him every day.
Okay. It was Graham Kerr's How to Cook Anything book. So this film takes the viewer step by step through 250 recipes and a 36-hour-long roller coaster ride through the thrills of cooking everything from boiled eggs to fried catfish smoothies.
36 hours.
From boiled eggs to fried catfish smoothies.
Yeah, I got that part.
The film keeps you on the edge of your seat up until Graham's uncomfortable bedroom scene with curry spiced lamb and arugula salad. And that is when it got ugly, folks.
I used to watch The Galloping Gourmet.
Me too.
This is how weird I am. I would come home every day, John. This is an admission that I really probably shouldn't make in public. But I've had enough bourbon that I'm loosened up enough that
I wish you did.
No, I have half a cup of it right here.
Yeah. Bourbon coffee.
Yes. Well, there's enough coffee in there to disguise the bourbon. I come home every day, and we had this counter thing, this bar my grandpa made, okay? That was out of cherry. It weighed 7,000 pounds. And it had these four... No, I'm not kidding.
As much as Rosie O'Donnell.
No, this thing was... You couldn't hurt it. You could shoot at the thing.
Couldn't hurt it.
No, it was... My grandpa would build things and tighten things down and manipulate things and repair them until archaeologists will find them, thousands of years from now and think, what the hell is this? It's,
oh, God.
And the stools that went to this counter thing, I would pull one right up in front of the television because we just got into color television.
No.
And I'd get out of school at 3 o'clock. I'd run home in time at 3:30 to watch the Galloping Gourmet, and every day, because the guy was a loon. He's standing there drinking wine. He's cracking wise. He's cooking stuff. He's pulling somebody out of the audience to feed him this garbage he's making. And I thought it was the most entertaining thing on television at that time, which it was at 3:30 in the afternoon. What do you got? Soap operas and infomercials. So I watched it, and that's how I learned to cook.
The guy watch that
he was a loon. I love this
pretty
guy.
Goofy.
He was like a cross between Craig Ferguson and
Julia Child.
Julia Child, yes.
Which I used to actually watch when I was a kid.
Well, I wasn't that. I don't want to become gay and everything.
Oh, whatever. When I was a kid, there were no cartoons on during the day. There was Saturday. I think eventually they put them on after.
Well, when you were a kid, they
hadn't
hadn't invented cartoons.
Yeah, whatever. And sometimes
right back at you.
I would want to watch, like, if it was rainy or whatever, I wanted to watch something, and Julia Child would be on, and I'd watch the cooking show. And it's not like I do it all the time, but I liked her voice.
And then you take the chicken and you pat it down with the... she was a spy in World War II. Yeah, she was a Swedish chef. No, she was actually...
I know.
Worked for like the SAS, OSS, ASS, and whatever.
Down with OPP, yeah, you know me.
With her OPP. Okay. Anyway. Notice how, it takes us about 17 minutes to degrade into the worst possible radio on the planet. Anyway, you can call us and help us degrade at 856-227-1360. We would love to hear from you. We promised you last week some live... Now, John and I talked about this. We promised everybody a live prank call. Did we not, John?
We did promise them.
I didn't remember any promises being made.
Well, then you need to listen to the show. And so I hold John 50% responsible for not having it this week. But no, I have something in mind. I do. Yeah. And I tried to get it done today, and I met nothing but opposition from over here.
Plan activities.
You can't plan spontaneity.
I need to plan my spontaneity.
You went to college. What does spontaneity mean?
I need to plan it.
Oh, God.
A section of life for spontaneity, and today was not that day. So I will pre-plan the spontaneity hour.
Can you move over a little closer?
No.
Because I can pull that stick out of your butt. No, I had
not
it
in front of the children, dear.
It was perfect. Well, they're gone this weekend. John, it was perfect. I had it all set up. It was going to go. It was going to be perfect. I had a really bizarre,
we'll
really
do it
cool.
Next week.
It's too late now. I'm out of the mood. You put me completely off my fresh fried lobster.
Speaking of that,
that's a line from the movie MASH. What?
Speaking of that, I have something to put you back in the mood again. No.
John, could you give me a second? Do we have the room? What the hell are you talking about?
I have a little quiz.
Oh, God, not again.
Okay, come on. Here it goes. This is very
John,
romantical.
Is there anything you can do?
Really? I can do?
It's very romantical.
Every time we do these quizzes, I end up being completely humiliated.
Yeah.
It's like, what kind of IUD would I choose? Or where do you get these things?
Here we go.
Oh.
What should your wedding song be?
Oh, God.
Okay, number one.
Last time it didn't work out so well.
Excuse me?
Last time.
This isn't last time. Pick an emotional state. Which are you? Fulfilled, full of wonder. Just stop me if you like these. Thankful, blissful, tender, or euphoric.
Is that all of them?
Yes.
Let's go with euphoric.
Okay. Because
I have bourbon.
How do you want to dance? Twirling, do a swing dance, unconventional ally, I don't know what that means, with all my friends, in the arms of my beloved, or with a smile on my face. Did you just poke yourself in the eye with your coffee?
No, I have bourbon in my eye.
There's no bourbon in the room. It's coffee.
You didn't see what I put in the cup.
No, you didn't.
Is twerking on the list?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Wait. Go back. What? I gotta have to pick one.
Okay, which one do you want to pick? Hurry up. Swing dance?
No.
In the Arms of My Beloved.
That's a good one, yeah.
Okay. Pick a Star Wars wedding ring. Which one do you like? Now we have CP30.
C3PO.
That's what I said.
You said CP30.
No, I didn't.
Which is
Which
some
one
kind
do
of
you
weird-
like? Hurry up and pick one. Which one? This one?
Middle one on the bottom there.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. What's on your gift registry? Cookware? Honeymoon fund? Nothing. Everything we need in one another. Crowdfunding, the wedding DJ, or donation to a charity. Okay, pick one. Come on, let's go.
Nothing. We have all we need.
Okay, that sounds good. Pick a chevron. Which one do you like?
What?
Up this one that's gray. You like that one? It's basically just
of
all
course
kinds
I like
of
gray.
patterns.
It's just whatever. Yes.
Okay, why is this not working? Why won't it let me pick a chevron?
We'll put it in the middle of the frame there. Maybe.
Okay, pick a honeymoon. Cape Town. Oh, that sounds romantic.
There we go. Yeah.
Paris, London, Tokyo, Hong Kong, or Los Angeles. These all stink.
Paris.
Ew, I don't want to go to Paris. They're rude there.
It's not your quiz.
Okay, pick a happy couple. How about these people right here?
Solange Knowles and Jay-Z.
There you go. Okay. So our wedding song is "Make You Feel My Love" by Adele, which I prefer the Garth Brooks version.
As long as I don't have to look at her.
That is a beautiful song.
This is the most egregious looking woman I've ever seen in my life.
But I like the she's got a little pixie nose. I like the Garth Brooks
at home in a
version.
jar.
I like the Garth Brooks version. Or the Bob Dylan original, which is the original.
We went through all this. Why couldn't you have just asked me and I could have picked what
Bob
a song
Dylan,
I know?
How would you feel about having Bob Dylan sing your wedding song?
Will there be cliff notes so we can tell what he's saying? Whatever. No, if I were going to select a celebrity to sing our wedding song, if he were still alive, probably Tony Bennett.
Tony Bennett would be a cool choice.
That'd be awesome. Wouldn't that be awesome, John?
That would be pretty.
You know who Tony Bennett is, John?
I think I know.
Yo, Tony. He's that guy who's in the Frosted Flakes commercial.
He's great.
One dog going this way, one dog going the other way. That's a classic of all time.
I love
John,
it.
did you ever see Goodfellas?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God! I can't believe
He's the boy in a bubble.
John, seriously? I know we told you to see a lot of movies.
What do you come out of your time capsule on Sundays to produce a show?
You and your girl need to watch that movie.
Yeah.
Ask your dad about Goodfellas.
Okay.
That is a classic. You will love it. It's awesome. And Joe Pesci is in that movie, and they just killed this guy.
You gotta love Joe Pesci.
And they had the dude, and I'm not... you can see it coming a mile away. I'm not going to ruin it for you. They kill a guy, and they do it multiple times, so you won't know which time it is. They do. This happens many times. The dude is in the trunk, and they, hack the guy up. They hack him up. He's in the trunk. They stop by the mom's house to get a shovel so they can bury the guy out in the woods. You know what I'm saying? They stop by. It's 2 a.m. They go in the house. They wake the mom up. She cooks them dinner.
They inadvertently wake the mom up. Okay, it was an accident.
So Ray Liotta's character sitting there, and they're eating dinner. They just hack this guy. Spaghetti, the whole thing, all the red sauce and everything. Ray Liotta's character sitting there the whole time. He's brilliant in this. And he's literally on his face, you can see, I can't believe we're eating a spaghetti dinner. We just hacked a guy to death and he's in the trunk. And we're sitting here eating spaghetti dinner. So Joe Pesci, the mom brings out this painting. And it's a painting. It's a stupid painting. It's like a paint by number.
A guy in a rowboat.
And there's a dog pointing this way and a dog pointing that way. And he's like, I always love this picture. He's like, got one dog going this way, one dog going the other way.
It's my favorite painting. One dog going that way, one dog going the other way.
He's such a moron. Why is that a good picture? There's dogs facing 2 different ways. But so we'll just go. Got one dog going this way, one dog going the other way.
It's because our life is so full that
you have to watch that movie. It's one of those movies that you can watch 28 times and still like it.
Yeah.
The music's great in it. It's very well directed. It's very well acted. It's my favorite out of all the mom movies. Awesome, awesome.
And then watch Johnny Depp in any movie. And you realize, how much you want to, see anything but that.
Yeah, that's a good flick. But we love that line. One dog going this way, one dog going the other way.
Hey, Mom. Mom, Jody Penny.
He is funny.
Oh, he's hilarious.
My cousin Vinny too.
You know, if I were to probably meet and have dinner with anybody in Hollywood, it'd have to be Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
You know,
he is funny.
Of course, you know, I wouldn't want to laugh at him.
Why? Because he'll kill you.
What, you think I'm funny? What, like a clown? I'm funny? What? And then he, shoot you and blow out your kneecaps and beat you with a ball bat.
That movie's
that'd
a classic.
That'd be a fun time right there.
That's just a classic and a half.
A classic and a half. Okay, that's our scale of movies. You got a classic and a half. You
half
got
a classic. Forget Rotten Apples. It's Amy's scale.
You got 8 2/3 stars. A classic and a half. Okay.
Convert it to common fractions.
It's like Siskel and Ebert, just both of them. One rolls in his grave and one's head exploded just now.
And one got 8 and 5
one's going this way, one's going the other way.
And one got 8 and 9 17ths, and they're sitting there converting the fractions.
Can you push a button somewhere?
To the common denominator.
Jesus. All right.
All right.
So, this is an election year.
Yes, it is.
I have to interject
Every
something
year
because this is getting out of
year.
control. Iowa Republican Senate candidate Joni Ernst has been gaining some momentum because her television commercial is her riding up on a Harley. That's the grandmother, okay? Riding up on a Harley, getting off the Harley, going into a shooting range, and taking aim at a that gets
I'm trying to pantomime something.
There's right over here. She's pointing and gesturing and going nuts. Anyway, she goes into a shooting range and takes aim at this target as if it's Obamacare, and she gets every shot.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
In the color, okay? Here is the real hint, the talking point of what her platform is. Iowa Republican Senate candidate Joni Ernst, who was catapulted onto the national stage in March with a viral campaign ad claiming she had Washington pork cutting skills from her days castrating hogs, has more than a 10-point lead over her nearest primary rival. Okay, so
please tell me she's not dumb like Sarah Palin.
No,
I want to like
she's
her.
a lieutenant colonel.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Okay.
in the reserve. She is gaining ground because she has experience castrating hogs.
Wow.
So she's going to pick up the women's vote simply because of that. She'll pick up the men's vote out of fear. Okay? Nobody wants to,
What is this, Ukraine?
Who's going to piss this woman off?
That's
hey, it's got one pig going this way, one pig going the other way. Anyway, so are we? Do you have a song that you?
Yes, John has a song that I sent him. It's Todd Patel. Todd Chappelle song.
Todd Chappelle, which is the title.
It is Go See Alice.
Go See Alice. I like that one.
So we are going to close with Go See Alice with Todd Chappelle. we thank you for joining us here at the Doc and Amy Show. Doc and Amy Show, thedocandamyshow.com. You can reach us and find all the fun on there. Please join us next Sunday. We had a blast. We will see you next week.
Bye.
I was feeling lonely and I was feeling sad. My needle was stuck on empty. I never felt this bad until a good friend said to me, I know what you should do. There's someone that you should see to put the life back in you. Go see Alice. She'll raise you up when you're feeling down. Go see Alice. She's cheered up half the guys in town. You can be the king of your palace when you go Go see Alice. Now she's the one I talk to when I'm feeling low. She never fails to lift me up and help my love to grow. So I took Alice on a date. I even brought her flowers, but I had to cut the evening short, 'cause it lasted for more than 4 hours. Go see Alice. She'll raise you up when you're feeling down. Go see Alice. She's cheered up half the guys in town. I loved her so much that I got a callus. Just go see Alice. Go see Alice.